guys, I'm back again, and today I'm gonna do a story time video about my trip to Tunisia. So last year my boyfriend and I went to Tunisia to a place called Sousse. Prior to the whole vacation, we booked with a certain agency called Corendon here in Holland, and we had so much trouble with them, so many problems. Please don't ever book with Corendon. I definitely will make a separate video about this whole ordeal. So before our vacation, I did a little shopping and I bought a limited edition lipstick to take on our trip with me. And next to that, my boyfriend bought me this one-of-a-kind, unique dress to take along with me. He bought it especially for that vacation. It was just phenomenal. It looked beautiful. And then it was time to fly and we arrived in Sousse. Our hotel was called the Taj Marhaba Hotel and it was a 4-star hotel. So as we walked into that hotel, the place looked phenomenal. The walls and the floor were made of marble. There were huge chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. It was just absolutely beautiful. But once we got to our room, the whole beauty of the place was kind of hard to find. The sink in our bathroom was loose, completely loose, and the bed looked like a square wooden box, and that was basically the bed. And then the toilet, when you flushed it, from under the toilet, the water would come up, hopefully without pee, I'm not really sure, but every single time you flush, the water would come up and up and up until our bathroom was flooded. Now, as y'all probably know, Tunisia is really, really hot. And we booked a room specifically with air conditioning because we knew we were gonna be two hot sausages. But I wanted to turn it on, and for some reason, it didn't work. And I know this may sound stupid, but I actually didn't want to open the door because we're in Tunisia, snakes, scorpions, all sorts of bugs, even burglars could come in. So I was yeah, no, I'm not going to leave the door open, but I really just want the air conditioning to work. So I went downstairs to the reception and I asked the guy how the air conditioning works since I really couldn't get it on. And the man at the reception told me they're not turning on the air conditioning until July. Obviously, I was really irritated because we specifically booked a room with air conditioning. It said it had air conditioning and that we would get air conditioning. But you know what? It was our vacation. We just arrived. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. And I was you know what? Fine, we'll just be hot the whole day. Whatever. I just really didn't want to make a big deal out of this. So the next day, when we were done with the pool and the sea, I went up to my room to take a shower. And after that, I was doing my makeup, to get ready for dinner and stuff like that. And when I wanted to grab my lipstick, the one that I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I bought, it was missing. And my boyfriend tried to calm me down. He was you just misplaced it, or maybe you just left it home. And I knew I did not leave it at home because that was the first thing I packed, and I triple double checked. But you know what? Again, I didn't want to make a big deal. I didn't want to complain, so I just kind of let it go. Okay, so now fast forward to the middle of our vacation. So we were about to go out to dinner and I put on that beautiful, unique, one-of-a-kind dress that my boyfriend bought for me. If I say so myself, I really looked stunning in that dress. I think anybody would. When I walked down, people were turning their heads and watching the dress. It really, really was a beauty of a gem. So I was actually in the elevator going downstairs because my boyfriend was already waiting for me downstairs, and in the elevator, I was with the cleaning lady. So the entire time we were in that elevator, this lady was like this, looking at me and just rudely staring at me the entire time. She did not take her eyes off of me. And she was checking me out from top to bottom, just doing this the entire time until we were downstairs. And then when we were downstairs, she actually let me out of the elevator first when she was standing right near the door. And I was just okay, I don't know. It just felt really uncomfortable and it just really did not feel right. Okay, so now fast forward to the last day of our vacation. That night, we were actually leaving again for Holland. So I actually packed my suitcase the night before. I always do that. I never pack on the same day. And I close it a certain way that only I know how. So, I always make sure that it's closed in a specific way. So we were like at the pool the whole day because we weren't leaving until nighttime, and then we went back upstairs when we were done to get ready to shower and basically just pack the last things, you know, like I don't know, lotion and shower gel and stuff like that, and basically go out to the bus which would drive us to the airport. And as soon as I walked in the room, I immediately looked at my suitcase because it was right there, and I noticed that my suitcase was closed differently. And at that point, I exactly knew what was up, so I opened up my suitcase, you know, and just double checked if everything was okay. But I was in a really big hurry because our bus was about to come, and the bus doesn't wait. So, you know, if you're not on the bus, too bad, you're gonna miss the flight. So I was in a hurry, and, you know, I just skimmed and just checked if everything was there, and at least from what I saw, I thought that everything was in the suitcase. So of course I was doing my makeup like one final time, and I noticed that not only the lipstick was gone, but this time my eye primer was gone and my new foundation. And this is where my boyfriend finally realized what had happened, because my makeup was missing. I never ever put it anywhere else than that little pack that I had with me for the makeup, like the makeup satchel, and my suitcase was tampered with, and it was clear that somebody broke into our room and just took all of our stuff. So of course I rushed downstairs to the reception and I asked them, has anybody been in our room? And you know what? She told me the cleaning lady entered our room to change the towels. But here's the thing, she never changed the towels. There was one dirty towel on my suitcase, which was actually left in the exact same position it was in, and all of the other like dirty towels were still there. And besides, she was never supposed to enter nor change the towels, because I had a do not disturb sign on my door ever since we booked and since we checked in. I had that thing on the door and I never took it off, so she wasn't even supposed to enter our room. And so the lady at the reception looked at me and she was like, yeah, sorry, it happens. Are you kidding me? You're a 4-star hotel and you do nothing? And the problem was I really couldn't do anything about it because we were about to catch our flight home, and if I would have missed the bus, I wouldn't have a flight home anymore. So there was practically nothing I could do. Of course, it's safe to say that cleaning lady went home because I asked for it. I was like, where is that woman? I'll grab her. Just tell me where she is. And she told me like, yeah, well, she already left home. I was like, yeah, she left home with all of my stuff. So once we got home, I put everything in the washing machine, you know, just to clean it off, a vacation and stuff. And I realized that that beauty, that gem of a dress was not in my suitcase. And that is when it finally clicked in my head, and I was like, oh my God, she did not just steal my makeup. She stole that beautiful dress. That was the thing that she was looking for in my suitcase, because my makeup was never in my suitcase. I left it outside because I was going to use it, and just the dress was in my suitcase. And that is the thing that she grabbed out of it. Now, before anybody's like, oh my God, you're just accusing somebody, I am not just accusing somebody. First of all, the thing where she checked me out from top to bottom in the elevator, it was just scary. The second part of all, we only had that one cleaning lady the entire week. I did not see another cleaning lady but her. And third of all, the receptionist confirmed that she was in my room. Of course, it's safe to say that when we got home, I immediately called my travel agency. I told them what was up, and they so-called looked at the camera footage, but they couldn't see anything. And I was like, really? Because the camera was straight on our door. We were the first door there. You could see everything. So I'm sorry, but that's a big load of bull. Corendon, thank you very much for nothing. And that is it, guys. That was my crazy Tunisian horror story, how the cleaning lady just basically stole all of my stuff. I was so upset. The worst part of all is that I can never ever buy that dress again because it was one of a kind. It was unique. And the worst part of all is my boyfriend actually told me when I was wearing it, like, let me take a picture of it. And I told him like, no, I'm feeling bloated. You know, my hair isn't all that great. Let's just, you know, do the whole picture thing another time. So eventually I don't even have a picture of it. I would like to thank y'all so much for watching, and you can show me some love by hitting the like button down below, subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it, and you can also follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I post stuff daily, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!